This example, the credit card with the given transactions used the average daily balance method to calculate interest. The monthly interest rate is 1.8% of the average daily balance. Calculate parts A to D using the given statement. In part A, we're going to find the average daily balance for the billing period. And part B, we find the interest to be paid on July 1st or the next billing date. The interest is computed using the formula I equals P times R times T. The R is the rate or the monthly rate as 0.018 and the T is the total month, which is 1 month. Recall this is the interest per month or the monthly rate. The P is the number that we get from calculating the average daily balance. In part C, we're going to find the balance due on July 1st. The balance due is computed by using the current transaction or the current balance plus the interest that we compute from part B. And part D, it depends on the balance that we got in part C as a number less than $360 or not. If it is less than, the minimum requirement is $10. Otherwise, it's going to be 1/36 of that balance that due at the end of the billing period. Let's get started with part A, or to compute the average daily balance. So I created the column or extended the column to the right. So the first part, I'm going to put the date. So starting from June 1st, and then June 6th, June 8th, June 9th, and the June 7th, there are two transactions. So I combine them into one row. So 6/17. And the last transaction occurs on June 27. The next column going to be the unpaid balance for the date. So I'm going to extend this a little bit over. Okay. This column is the unpaid balance. So on June 6th, the current from the previous balance, which is 2656.43, and on June 6th, the payment was made 2656.43 subtracted by 1400 as a credit. So then the balance on the 6th becomes 1256.43. On the 8th, the charge was $37.18. So going to be 1256.43 added by 37.18 and the balance. And on that day is 1293.61. On the 9th, $134.61 spent on grocery. The balance on that day becomes 1293.61 added by 134.61, or the value is 1428.22. And the next one on the 17th, there are two transactions. So we're going to add those two numbers to the previous balance, which is 1428.22 added by 43.26 and 123.81. And that becomes a new balance on that day, which is 1595.29. The last transaction occurs on the 27th, 1595.29 added by 216.79, or the number is 1812.08. And then the next column is going to be the number of days between transactions. From the 1st to the 6th, there are 5 days in between. And from the 6th to the 8th, 2 days. From the 8th to the 9th, 1 day. from the 9th to the 17th, that's 8 days. And then from the 17th to the 27th, the total 10 days. And the last one gonna be at the end of the, so how many more days? They're gonna be 30 minus 27 plus 1, which is 4 more days. And it's very tricky for this one. The easy one to think about, the number 4, is thinking about the total number of days in June. So total days would be 30. So then for the last row, or the number of the days in the last row, is from 30 subtracted by the sum of 5, 2, 1, 8, 10, and add this number up, which is number 26. So 30 minus 26, so going to be 4 days left before the end of the month. And to check it out, so you can add them up, and the number should come up to be 30 days in total as the number of the days in the month of June. And the last column is going to be the column of the product. So this one is the product of the unpaid balance and the number of the days. So multiply these two together. The first column, the first row is from 2656.43 multiplied by 5. And the product is 1328.2.15. The next one, the product, so basically we multiply these two columns together. Multiply, and the product in the last column, the second row will be 2512.86. The third row is 1293.61. Next is 11425.76, and the next is 15952.9. The last one, the product is 7248.32. And after that, we add these 6 numbers together to get the value 51715.60. So we add all of these numbers together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 number to be 51715.60. And then after we get these two numbers, we're gonna divide them to get the average daily balance. So 51715.60 divided by 30, and the number is 1723.85. Okay, this is the average for each day, the balance of each day. That's gonna be used to compute the interest. But for the following part, or part C, we're gonna have to use the final number here, which is the current balance, to compute whether how much that is due for the end of the period. Okay, we're gonna come back to number 1812.08. But the next step, we're gonna use this number, or the average daily balance here, to calculate the interest for this cycle. From what we get from part A, the average daily balance is 1723.85, and the current balance, which is on the last row, is the number 1812.08. For part B, to compute the interest, the rate is 1.8%. So I equals P times R times T. The P, which is the average daily balance, 1723.85 multiplied by the rate, which is 0.018 for 1 month. And the I or the interest is $31.03. And the next part, we're going to use that to compute the balance due. The balance due that is from the current balance plus the interest. And the current one, which is 1812.08 plus the interest 31.03. So the balance due would be the value 1843.11. And this number definitely greater than $360. So then the minimum payment, the minimum monthly payment required for this billing cycle gonna be 1 hour 36 of the value 1843.11. And the number comes up to be $51.20 as the minimum payment for this cycle.